There's my boy Virgil. He wants to ask y'all to do something.
Press the subscribe button and the notifications bell right below this video.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks. Please subscribe, like, and share. Well, hello, YouTube. Welcome to my channel. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Today, I want to tell you about my disappointing day on yesterday. I failed. Big time. I had this bright idea. As you all know, I've been struggling to get decent internet here. So I had this bright idea. I would extend the height of my antenna and be able to hit maybe a different tower other than the one that's 36 kilometers away, roughly thereabouts, about 20, a little over 20 some miles, and be able to have a more stable signal and get off on a tower that's so congested. Well, I go by another 20-foot joint of pipe, a 2-inch pipe, and I get my local carpenter, which he's also a welder, and I buy all this rebar and everything to secure it, to make sure it's stable, and make steps so they can climb to the top and adjust the antenna as necessary. Well, after 4 hours of labor, getting all this stuff welded and so forth, and getting everything in place, and finally erecting the antenna, and getting it up there, and it looks so nice. I just had all the confidence in the world that we're going to hit a tower that I can be happy with and get a decent internet connection. Because to be honest with you right now, this particular tower, I'm on band 3/1, and it's heavily congested. And as the day progresses and people get logged on and so forth, the internet gets down to a standstill. It's kind of disturbing, really, it is. And for some odd reason, that tower used to be able to operate on band 40. Well, band 40 is, you can put it on band 40, and you can have signal, but you have no internet. Period. And which is odd, because I can drive to our little town, and I'm logged on to band 40 there, and I got supersonic speed, and it's stable. But I can't hit that tower. I've got my modem set up to where I can change the bands. And band 3/1 is the only one that won't function on it, period, on that tower. So I get that antenna up there, can't even get signal, period. Nothing. No matter what direction I put it in. We played with it for 2 hours trying to get signal, nothing. So I had to lower the antenna back to its original height and lock on to my original signal, and I'm back to where I started. Wasted a whole day, and plus, over $100, almost 6,000 pesos. That included labor and parts and all the stuff I needed. And I'm right back to where I started. You just don't know how disappointed I am. I really thought by getting the antenna up there, I can make a difference and be happy. It didn't work that way. I've got another project going on, and I'm hoping I can get some videos of it today, if all possible. I'm having a well drilled. I do have a well that's roughly 150 foot away from our home, thereabouts, maybe 200 foot. I measured it once, but I forgot how far it is. And it has a tendency when we have flooding that it gets flooded, and it takes time to get the water cleared back up and so forth. So I wanted to eliminate that and also make it accessible where I can personally work on the well itself. Where it's at right now, it's difficult for me because of my mobility to get there and actually do any work on it. Because if you live here, you'll find that getting people to understand what you want done, even with my wife's translating it, they just don't understand. You know, something simple as priming a pump. You know, it's difficult to get that across. So I'm going to try to eliminate that problem, and we're drilling a well, and it should give us a better source of water, a more reliable source too. So we'll see how that goes. See if that's going to be another disappointment. But anyway, the internet thing is what I've got is all I'm going to get. Period. I've given up. I'm not going to try to do any more improvements until they actually put a cell tower within sight. And who knows when that will be. You know, they have proposed a site here near my home. I don't know the details on it, why they've not started on it, but I've got a pretty good indicator. See, these cell sites, they actually lease the property from the property owners. And they pay them a sizable amount of money, you know. And my understanding is they guarantee the lease for 30 years. Well, it probably renewed a couple of times during the lease period of 30 years. With an open end even after that to keep on leasing the property. And it's my understanding, I don't know if it's 100% accurate, but this is what I've been told from someone that actually leases their property for cell towers, which is $1 million pesos a year, which is roughly $20,000. And I suspect the proposed area that they wanted, there's just too many property owners and they couldn't get them to agree on it. So that's why it's never come to play. That's another reason you don't have a lot of, you're spread out so much here in the Philippines on cell towers. Is finding a piece of property that the landowner or owners will agree upon everything, and they have a clear title that they can write a lease on. So it's a complicated thing. And so that's where I stand at now on internet. Of course, you know, I chose to live here, and I'm not disappointed by living here. I love where I live. And so that's something I just have to deal with and accept what I got. Thought I'd inform people, you know, if you live out in the provinces and you happen to find a location that you're happy with and have poor cell signal and no other internet service available, you know, there's no fiber, there's no cables, there's no TV cable, there's nothing. You know, the closest thing to me is on the highway, which is roughly about 3 miles away, or roughly 4 kilometers or whatever, to get out there to it. And they're not going to run the cable here because I'd probably be the only person that will sign up on it anyway. There ain't nobody here can afford it. So that's another thing. You know, if you're in an area where you don't have a prosperous community, you're not going to get those services. You know, that's the way it is. And you just got to learn to live with it and be happy with it. You're going to have some disappointments. But don't let that deter you from enjoying your life. Now, you know, I do enjoy hearing, and even though there's some things that just doesn't work out, you know, my well might not even work out. If it don't, that's more money thrown away, but you live and learn. You have to deal with it the best you can. But I'll try to do some videos of this well drilling procedure. Now you'll be interested in this because this ain't done by machine. This is done by pure old manual labor. It just, to me, it's just amazing that they do this, and hopefully you'll find it interesting if I can get some videos of it. I'll do my best. But folks, stay tuned. Hopefully enjoy my videos, and I'll see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.